welcome to another episode of Like Father, Like Son. My guy, Kojo, the character, is off for the evening. He's hanging with his brother. They're doing their little brother hangout, holiday, chill, Kwanzaa. Don't have to do all that dad is asking to do life. You know how that is, y'all. Hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Hope everyone is getting their health on, eating right, living right, because what we do know is that we got this virus going around, this COVID, and we do have to take care of ourselves. So we need to start taking proper precaution and taking care of ourselves. And, you know, that kind of leads straight up into just being healthy, eating right, working out. Now, I've been kind of intensely riding my bike, and I'm almost at a point where I kind of can't stop riding it. I kind of look to ride my bike, and I know that, you know, everyone's not in the same mind frame of working out or, you know, maybe as intense as I am, but that doesn't mean that you can't get to that point of being at a medium for yourself where you are taking care of yourself so that you feel good at the end of the day that you did something productive. And I don't mean like working wise. I don't mean being responsible and things like that, but I'm talking about, you know, where your heart is pumping, where you're taking those deep breaths, where you're physically moving yourself in an aspect to where you can check that heart rate and it went up a little high, and you can check your blood pressure and it's low, you know? So I'm going to transition from that. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but do make sure that right now in your life that you are eating right as possible, working out one way or another. Figure it out. There's nothing in this life that ever said it was just going to be simple. Nothing. So all you can do is try your hardest, is to do your part so that it works best for you, if that makes sense. So if that means, you know, you do your workout at home off something off YouTube for 10 minutes a day, that's not going to hurt nobody. 5 minutes, just one little video. If you got a kid, you can do it with your kid. Whatever motivates you to keep yourself with a mental discipline. So we know that it's Kwanzaa, and it's the third day of Kwanzaa, started on the 26th, ends on the 1st. The first principle was Umoja, which was unity. The next one, which was yesterday, which was Kujichangalia, which was self-determination. And then there's today, collective work. Okay, and responsibility. And that is Ujima. Okay, now, when I think of collective work and responsibility, that's just doing what you're supposed to do, being responsible, but then also collective, kind of like bringing together and do something with a group, someone working together, trying to accomplish something, solve something, better yourself, create better and different opportunities for yourself and others. Third day of Kwanzaa, 7 days of Kwanzaa. You don't have to go super deep into it. I'm not going to go super deep into it. You can take from it what you want. You can leave it at the doorstep. But we all know that there are certain things in life that inspires us, and we want to be inspired. That's why people watch TV shows. That's why they listen to music. That's why they even go to work. That's why they have children. That's why they pick up spouses, husband and wife, not pick up like off the street, but yeah, kind of like pick up, yeah, and then you end up getting a relationship and you get inspired some way or another to either live with that person, create with that person, get married to that person. It's all about getting better. So when I think of collective work, responsibility, just doing what you're supposed to do. And then it goes back to how I started with working out. Again, there's all these different viruses that go around, but this one right now is pretty heavy on the world, and it's standing out like that sore thumb. It's polarizing, the COVID-19. So one of the strongest ways, in my opinion, to fight it is to be healthy, because I've always learned that if you have a good, strong immune system, you can fight off most diseases, viruses. So just be aware. That's all. Again, Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa to you all. You might not celebrate Kwanzaa, but happy Kwanzaa to you, no matter what. And all you got to do is take a moment, figure out what it is. 7 principles. Okay. It was created in 1966. Okay. By a professor from Long Beach University. So I was reading this article, and it took me to a place where, how like sometimes you may have, shouts out to Portia for hanging out with us this evening. You know how like when you have a recall and they say, hey, your what do you call it? Your airbag in your car, it's defective. So it's a recall. Bring it back. Or old school Toys R Us. It's a toys. It's defective. Bring it back. Do we really go and take them back? Do people really actually take the defective stuff back when they get the recall? When they get sent into the mail 2-3 years down the line, 6 months down the line? Do we leave it to the side, throw it away? Especially like in a car, right? Sometimes people just let it be and just drive, and most people don't think they're going to get in an accident anyway, so they just kind of ride it out. So then you think about food recalls. They got, when if they have bacteria and what's that chicken? What do they call it in the chicken? If the chicken got the salmonella. When it's recall on food products, meat products, do we go and take it back and get our money back? Just like what does that do? Remember the old school rain check? Where you can go to Walgreens. My grandmother used to always make me go to Walgreens so much. And if they didn't have the item that she wanted, she would be upset at me. And I didn't know nothing about no rain check at first. And I think maybe the first time I was like, no, I don't, that's okay. Because I didn't know what the hell it meant. And then eventually when I went home and my grandmother said, well, why you didn't bring back that item off that coupon, which was going to save us $1.27? Why didn't you bring that coupon? I mean, bring that item. And I was like, well, they didn't have it. And she was like, well, didn't they give you a rain check? And I was like, well, no. She was like, well, go ask for a rain check next time. And so, you live and you learn. But how many times do you go back and get that item off a rain check? How many people even use rain checks? Do they even still do that these days? Who knows? So it brought me to this article I was reading today. And, I'm always searching for intriguing things to talk about. This may not be intriguing to you at all, and that's fine. obviously you realize, if you haven't realized by now, I just enjoy talking. So there's 190,000. I'm rewind and say that again. 190,000 ceiling fans recalled because the blades detach and fly off. Now, I spent a lot of time in the state of Arizona during the summertime, leading into the beginning of the school year. And there was like a ceiling fan in every room. I know people who have ceiling fans. Most of the time, people have ceiling fans when it's in, a really warm territory, region of the United States specifically, or a very hot region, inland spot, even here in the Bay Area. So when I seen this 190,000 ceiling fans being recalled because the blades detach and fly off, I said, "Whoa, that's pretty big." What's up? What's up, Maxwell? All smiles photos. So I'm gonna read a little bit of story. We can talk about it. If you don't have nothing to say, that's fine. I'm gonna just talk anyway. So New York. This is a article written by CNN by Chauncey Alcorn. Okay, this was written today. Today is Monday. Yes, December 25th. My days are all off right now. Right? So more than 190,000 ceiling fans have been recalled because the fans' blades can detach while in use. King of fans. So if you have a fan, you might want to get up on your ladder and check and see if Kings of Fans is on your the type of ceiling fan you got. So anyway, Kings of Fans, a Fort Lauderdale, Florida-based company that makes the 54-inch Mata ceiling fans, announced the recall on Wednesday after receiving 47 reports of blades detaching. And we know that detaching means coming off. So that means it's on full spin and then detach, just fly off. Okay. According to a statement from the U.S. Consumers Product Safety Commission, the fans had been sold at Home Depot stores nationwide. So again, if you know anyone that have bought ceiling fans, that own ceiling fans, you better find out, ask them, do they know anything about King, or get up on that ladder, okay, husband or wife, and look and see if it say King Fans, King of Fans, okay, King of Fans. It's a Fort Lauderdale, Florida-based company, okay. Now it says 2 of those reports indicate a detached fan blade hit someone, the commission said. 4 reports said that the blade caused property damage. Now we're talking about injuries. We're talking about insurance, all from a fan that was improperly put together, lack of a better statement. Let's see. King of Fans noted that all of its Mata ceiling fans are being recalled. So the Mata ceiling fans, M-A-R-A, ceiling fans, are the ones that are being recalled. Okay? So anybody you know, and you happen to remember this in the midst of a discussion when you're talking to someone and you just know they got fans, okay? King of Fans, and then Mata ceiling fans. Here's another one. So now another I guess version of the fan is the CPSC said the recall applies to the company's Mata Mata ceiling fans with the Mate White, M-A-T-T-E, Mate Black and polished nickel finishes. The commission instructs consumers who have purchased these items to immediately stop using them. So now they've realized that they're in danger of major lawsuits, possible deaths, major injuries. Insurance is finna, the insurance company is coming after them. So if you got a business, you better be careful. Make sure you got all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed. Because, hey, this is something that their business was probably flourishing. And they got to recall 190,000 fans. So right while it's all rolling smooth, slow that down. Bring that back. 190 times what? $30, $50, $70, $100. How much does a fan cost? A ceiling fan. Let's see here. Let's see. Ceiling fan. Ceiling fan price. $74, $91, $59. So let me just say $75. How about that? Let's just say $75 for a ceiling fan. Let's see. Let's see. So let's say you got. Let's see. Hold on. Let's say you have. What's happening here? Online calculator. If you have 190,000, I got to do this, y'all. I'm sorry. 190,000 times $75. Okay, equals $14,250,000 that they are recalling. 14,250,000. Someone is going bonkers right now because that money was already made. They're going bonkers. But the fact of the matter is, so what? You messed up on your product. You got to deal with it. People want their money back. Some people have gotten injured. People, properties getting messed up. Hey, this is life. I just thought this was a real intriguing discussion. Maybe just on some old 42-year-old, 43-year-old stuff. Let's see. It says, if consumers observe blades movement or uneven gaps between the blades and fan body or movement of the clip during inspection, consumers should immediately contact King of Fans for a free replacement ceiling fan, the commission said. I don't know if I want another fan from Kings of Fan. What about you? You want another fan from Kings of Fan? I don't know. So it says that Kings of Fan said that the ceiling fan malfunctions were caused by an isolated manufacturing defect with the assembly of the fan blades locking clip to the fan flywheel. All right, now listen. Listen here, y'all. We're talking 190,000. Somebody knew. I'm going to say somebody knew. Straight up. I once fixed my brakes on my car. I started at like 3 o'clock. I'm with my brother-in-law. He eventually leaves. It's now about 6 o'clock. I kind of know what I'm doing because I done already seen him do it But now this long piston-like screw is stripped. It won't really fit in there correctly. I know it won't, but I'm not leaving my car. I'm not catching no bus. I'm not riding no BART. Am I crazy? But put that piston in there, got it in there, screwed in, twisted and twisted. Of course, it didn't completely lock in there, right? That good tight. And I drove my butt home. And everything was fine for about 2 days. And after 2 days, I'm driving across that bridge coming on to the west side, that Bay Bridge, that Bay Bridge. And all I hear is and I'm like, what in the world is that? And of course, it was my brakes. I was able to stop, thank God. And so I had to go to I don't know, Ford. I think it was on my Ford Contour at that time. I had to get that long piston. So the piston was stripped, not inside the actual bracket that goes onto the disc where the pads sit on the inside of it. The moral of the story is I knew what was going on with my brake pads, with that bracket going over the disc, and that piston was loose. You trying to tell me someone didn't know? Maybe they didn't. 109. But how would you be able to figure it out? How can you figure it out? It says King of Fans said the ceiling fans malfunctions were caused by an isolated manufacturing defect, which with the assembly of the fan blades locking clip to the fan flywheel. An isolated manufacturing defect. Isolated, I think of move out the way. LeBron James is taking the team one-on-one. Everybody else is to the side. Steph Curry is isolated against James Harden with 5 seconds left by yourself. I don't know how isolated falls into recalling 190,000. But maybe that's because 190,000 fans aren't defective, but they're being smart about the whole situation to get them back, replace them, hey, tighten them, make sure. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just thinking this out. That's all. It says one of the two screws retained the locking clip is not adequately secure to the flywheel. Again, let me read that one more time. One of the two screws retaining the locking clip is not adequately secure to the flywheel, the company said in a statement posted on its website. Now, this is King of Fans. Is that what it is? King of Fans, yes. And their product is sold in Home Depot. If this occurs, the blade may detach from the fan during use, posing an injury hazard. Check this. The CPSC said the recall ceiling fan cost about $150 and were sold exclusively at Home Depot stores across the United States and on the company's website from April 20th through October 20th. Home Depot confirmed via email that it sold about 80,000 the fans before pulling them from the store. When it discovered the issue, the retailer said it voluntarily recalled the product and stopped sales. Okay, well, hey, just be careful out there, y'all. If you know somebody that got a ceiling fan, just holler at them. Just ask them, hey, is your ceiling fan king of fans? Did you get it at Home Depot? Oh, you don't know because it was already in your house before you got there because you may be just renting? Or regardless, you might have bought the house and the fans was up there. Find out what type of fans those are. Just pure safety. And if you don't, hey, just pray, I guess. You know, it's a lot of things that we know in life and we ignore them. You know, drinking, smoking, etc. So I'm out. You know, I'll keep talking. I'll find another article. We'll be at it all night long, y'all. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with Mr. Unknown as I chat your life away. Y'all be good.